Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast, West Denver. Here's a quick message from our sponsor, Local Works Wheat Ridge, provided by its Executive Director, Paige Piper.
Local Works is a nonprofit organization whose mission is to make Wheat Ridge a more vibrant and sustainable place to live and work. Our mission and action is programming that provides neighborhood revitalization and small business support, keeping and growing the businesses we know and love in Wheat Ridge. In simpler form, we provide connection. Connection to business, connection to community.
This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Meg Smith.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome back to the latest episode of the Good Neighbor Podcast, West Denver. Today, I'm here with Sarah Berger of GoFarm. Hi, Sarah. How are you?
Hi, I'm well. Thanks for asking. I'm excited to be here.
Yay! Well, I'm excited to share you and GoFarm with our listeners. We've been trying to do our little podcast interview with you for a little while.
Yeah, I'm excited. We're finally getting it done.
Yeah. And it's a wonderful time to do it because we just got to be together at the breakfast last week, which was really fun. It was nice for me to see, all the community involvement and support for GoFarm. I had, the chance to connect with so many people I knew and so many people that were new to me, like some of the farmers. Yeah,
I was so happy to see you there. I was surprised. I didn't expect you there. I've been at the guest list too. I was like, oh my God. That's one of our favorite events. It's nice.
Yeah.
Intimate.
So
other fundraising event that takes place in the fall. So I'm glad you got to be there and enjoy the people and enjoy all the fresh food.
Yes. And also just to, commiserate and chat with some of the farmers. That was really fun. Yeah. There were 3 at my table.
No way.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
I think there were like 4 there. I don't know how many were there. But
not a lot can come because this is the busy time. So all of our farmers are so busy at work. I felt like I was begging them to come and show face because everybody wants to see where this food is coming from.
Yeah.
And keep growing it.
Yeah, it was so fun. So anyway, I feel like I'm getting ahead.
Yes.
Let's tell our listeners, all about GoFarm. Give them kind of an intro to what GoFarm is doing.
GoFarm is a nonprofit organization, and we work to strengthen our community's local food system. And for those of you who've never heard that term before, local food system means how the food moves from the farm that grows it to our plates and mouths. Right now, there's a lot of problems with our current food system. For example, like farmers are struggling to make profit on the food that they're growing. And then almost a third of Coloradans lack reliable access to the nutritious food that is available to other people. And waste, like 40% of food is wasted every day. So we're working to tackle those problems. And we also train and support local farmers. So a lot of my farmers I work with are in their first or second year of farming. And we help guide them towards sustainable growing practices. And then we also make nutritious food more affordable and accessible through our community food access program. And then we connect people with local agriculture. So we have 3 programs to do that. I mentioned the community food access one. That's where we bring our mobile market, Chuck. We like to call our truck Chuck. We bring him to 5 different locations throughout the Denver metro area. And then our second program is the supporting local farmers, like I said. That is our farmer development program. That's actually where I started and where I came from. I passed one of our GoFarm containers that we use to store the food. And I was like, what is GoFarm? And at the time I was working in accounting and selling loans. So I wanted a career change. And as I Googled GoFarm, I realized that they train farmers. And I was like, what is this about? So I enrolled in their class. It's called a whole farm planning course. And I got to learn the ins and outs of owning and operating your own farm. So I got to sit there and do the class. And then the next step is an internship So I got to work on 5 different farms. And then I found out I was pregnant. So I was working on all these farms, very pregnant.
I
Realized
love it.
this is my career path. Like, I really, really love the beginning of the food chain. I love learning how to grow things. I love learning about farmers and who is actually producing the food that ends up on our plates. But yeah, then the third program, which I'll probably talk the most about today, is our local food share program. That is the program that I currently am spearheading along with my coworker, Joanna Bravo. That is called the Local Food Share Program, and we connect people with local agriculture. So everybody in the community is welcome to join. We have a couple different locations to pick up your food from, and it's like a weekly subscription box where you come every week, or if you want to do it a little less frequently, we have bi-weekly, so you can come pick up your food boxes every other week. And there's a whole bunch of add-ons. It's not just vegetables. We really like to partner with a bunch of local producers. We have bread and eggs and microgreens, mushrooms. The list goes on and on. But yeah,
I love it.
a little
Yeah,
bit of a farm. I've
that's
been
awesome.
with them for a couple years, so it's something I'm truly passionate about. And yeah.
Excellent. Yes. And I loved hearing from the farmers about how, they wouldn't be able to do their work without the training and support from GoFarm. So that was a piece of the puzzle that I hadn't really fully grasped, even through all of my interactions promoting you guys, is just the support factor for those farmers. So that was really interesting. And I know you have.
It feels like we do it all.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see that because you are doing a lot.
We definitely are. And you're so right. Some of these farmers would not be able to be doing what they're doing without GoFarm, whether it's tools or education. Like we're even giving them simple advice, like on their land, like, how do I get potable water so I can wash my vegetables, and helping them and guiding them and supporting them financially in ways. But yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting when Moses was talking. He had a similar career change like you did. Like he was working in software and then transitioned fully out of that. And through your program, became a farmer. I mean, that's just phenomenal, that you guys are able to move.
I know.
Other industries.
I feel like since COVID, everything has kind of changed and really shifted people's mindsets, and having individuals like me and Moses realize that the career that we started out with might not be the career that really makes us feel good. So I'm glad that he and I and others that I know as well and work with, that they have found their place.
I love it. So any of the listeners out there who are ready to be a farmer, you know where to go now.
We got you.
I love it. So why do you think why do you think consumers are really directing their purchase power toward the local farm share programs rather than, King Soopers?
That's a great question. I think it goes hand in hand with what I was saying earlier, that there are a lot of problems in our current food system. I think people are realizing that a local food system is more sustainable in many ways, environmentally, economically, health for your body. These are the messages that we're trying to promote this year. Like, local food is health, local food is good for the environment, local food is great for the economy. I think those are the 3 biggest reasons that people are changing. But also, I don't love going into King Soopers. It's a very overwhelming experience with so many options. And it's hard if you want to try and eat seasonally with what's in season. It's really hard to do that. And places like GoFarm and other farm CSAs correlate that connection for you. We're able to show you how to eat seasonally and just give you the options that make sense.
Yeah, it's definitely so much better for you. I used to study nutrition. In fact, the reason I work in the capacity that I do is I was trying to promote my own business. And then I discovered I'm better at promoting other people's.
There you go. I love that.
Yeah. My business was nutrition coaching.
Cool.
So advocating for sourcing your food locally on a seasonal basis from a nutrition perspective was a piece of that puzzle, because it is, when the food spends less time traveling to you, it's harvested later, which means not only is its nutritional profile more dense, it also has a better flavor.
Exactly.
So it tastes better. Like kids don't like vegetables
so much better
because they're not getting fresh vegetables harvested at the peak of ripeness, because those taste better than what's at King Soopers. So that's why your kid doesn't want to eat their vegetables, because they're not getting something flavorful that's harvested at peak ripeness, because in order to get that, it has to come from a local source to get to you at peak ripeness and peak flavor. And of course, that's more nutritious because it has its full nutrition profile, which is better for your gut. And then seasonal eating is better for your gut. So anyway,
I love that you know this stuff already. It sounds like you're extremely passionate about the same things I'm.
Yeah, totally. I know. That's why I'm always like talking to you guys, like, what can we do now?
Yeah, that's great. And I love the whole healthy meals for all. I think it's called. I forget actually what it's named, but the movement of having local food be in schools and having these children more exposed to things like that. My children get enough exposure because of all the things I'm bringing home, but I want all schools, all children to experience that. Yeah. And as GoFarm grows, I know that we can support those schools.
Yeah. And you have access to provide farm tours, which is huge for just the general consumer out there. Like, why not go to the farm, take the kids, see what it's like.
Yes, we're hoping to have at least a couple community farm tours where we invite the entire community, and whoever can make it can make it. We're hoping to do a couple of those this year throughout the summer.
Nice. Yes, very exciting. Well, keep me posted because we can share about that on our channel.
Okay. Perfect.
So tell us a little bit about any hardships. I know that, transitioning from the accounting field into GoFarm was due to the hardship of just not being happy with the work you were doing.
Definitely.
But GoFarm as an organization has had to develop over some hardships as well. What do you want to share about that? Things that you've had to overcome that improved the end result?
That is a really good question. I'd say the most recent obstacle we have overcome is getting onto a new infrastructure system, like a computer program. We recently switched from using Google Sheets for everything and documenting everything manually, dragging data over, and user error was happening a lot. And we decided to let the robots do some stuff.
Yeah.
So we onboarded this new program a couple months ago, in December actually. And yeah, I was just working last year with all of these farmers. We work with 35 to 40 different farmers, and we like to continue to onboard producers, and we would like to continue exposing local farms to our consumers, the community. And I was realizing that was not possible with our current infrastructure. So some changes had to be made, and they were done, and we're having a little bit of transitional troubles. People are having trouble with the new system, getting on, producers and consumers and the admin side. It's been a tricky transition, but it's for the best.
Yeah.
GoFarm is going to grow so much from this transition, and I'm really, really excited for us all to get used to this new site. But yeah, it has been quite the obstacle. But some of our partners, East Denver Food Hub is a really big partner of ours. They have done the same transition to the same program, and they're giving us excellent feedback. So
good. I'm glad you have.
Yeah.
It's like a friend.
Yes, exactly. But as an organization, that's definitely been our largest hardship. So.
Yeah. No, I get it. So, well, good luck. I'll send all my positive vibes and juju.
Thank you. We
Your
need
system.
it. We need it.
So tell me a little bit about any seasonal things. Obviously, you're in the height of it right now, and the summer is the big season for the co-op, kind of the food share program. So tell us a little bit about that.
This is a perfect time to chat about this. We just ended, last week was the last week of our spring share. So it's a much smaller CSA box. There's only 4 to 5 items and only about 100 people that contribute to that share. So now we're in a transition phase where we're going into our summer season, which starts June 12th will be the first pickup for summer. But yeah, it's just a much larger share. You're going to get 4 to 8 items in our regular veggie share as the season ramps up and as farmers have more food. August is the month that farmers really have the most bountiful harvest. August, September, October. So the last 3 months of our share. But yeah, we're gearing up. We're going to train our interns who are starting this week, I believe, maybe next week. I might be wrong. We have a 2-week break to train our interns, get Chuck ready because the mobile market will begin June 12th as well.
Nice.
And then my pantries also start becoming more active in the local food, and they want local food starting then. So I'm going to have 3 different outlets to purchase for. I'm the purchaser person, so my days
accounting skills.
Yes, exactly.
Are in use. I love it.
Come in handy. They really do.
Excellent. So yeah, so it's pretty much go time for GoFarm right now. And
go time for GoFarm.
Yeah. Everybody should go to the website and check it out. So tell us the website. Just say it out loud so everybody can hear it that's listening.
It's really easy. It's just gofarm.org.
Perfect. So go there, learn about everything that's happening. You can see events. You can learn about the process. You can sign up for your food share. And yeah, just get some local food into the diet. I promise your kids will eat more vegetables.
We love giving recipes every week too. We give at least 2 to 3 recipes. I'm advocating for kid-friendly recipes. Since I started last year, we started incorporating a couple more recipes that kids would like. My kids don't really like raw vegetables, so I've been having to sneak them in, and I'm trying to push that education out to the public.
Excellent. Yeah, I totally support that. So some sneaky things I used to do is put vegetables into, pasta sauces.
Yeah.
That would overpower.
Grating them, like keeping the vegetables as small as possible has been my tricky. They don't even know. I don't even tell them.
Yeah, they don't need to know.
They don't have to know.
I love it. So tell us what you do for fun when you're not working.
What I do for fun?
Yeah, we like to get to know you too on the Good Neighbor podcast.
Oh, well, lately I've had my hands tied with the kiddos since having my daughter last year. So I feel like I've just been thinking of creative ways to be the best mom that I can be, whether it's a ball pit outside or just little simple things, letting them play in water. I've been trying to advocate for my friends too, like having kids is fun. Because none of my friends have kids, so with that, honestly, I really don't do too much.
Yeah, you're a mom.
Them and
I hear you.
My hands are full.
Yeah. No, I got you. That's exactly what I've been doing for the last 10 years. My kids are a little more into entertaining themselves nowadays, so I get to have little projects in the yard or whatever, but yeah.
That's great. Yeah, I hear you got it. Being up there takes up most of my time.
Yes. Yeah, and it's time well spent,
Yes,
doing the things.
Exactly. It's so worth it and so fulfilling.
I love it. Well, thank you, Sarah, so much for being here. I appreciate you spending some time with me, and I'm excited to share more with more people about what GoFarm does. And I hope folks go to gofarm.org, check it out, get your food share, and get to enjoy all that wonderful food all summer.
I can't wait. I'm so excited. I hope people find some interest in GoFarm and localizing how you eat and getting to know where your food is coming from. It's a deep dive and a deep journey if you really get into it.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I know I'll talk to you again soon.
Yes, you will. Thank you, Meg.
Thanks.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnpwestdenver.com. That's gnpwestdenver.com or call 720-295-9588.